Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Capcan. Today we are gonna be looking at runes in World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery, at all runes that we've saw on demo at Blizzcon and that developers showed us in their videos and stuff. We do have a compiled list by Wowhead, so let's proceed and look. So Mage runes go first. Burnout, as you can see here, they are grouped up with all the different slots and stuff. So Burnout increases your spell crit strike chance with all spells, but your non-periodic spell crit strikes now have an additional mana cost of 1% of your base mana cost. Okay, quite interesting. Fingers of Frost, which, yeah, we all know what this thing is. Gives your chill effects a 15% chance to grant you the Fingers of Frost effect, which treats your next two spells cast as if the target were frozen. This is very, very interesting, and it's definitely the thing that you would want to have if you were playing some Frost Mage iteration regeneration. That is the heal part for mages. Heals the target for 400 health over 3 seconds and applies Temporal Beacon. Records the subject's space-time position. 100% of all arcane damage done by the caster will be converted to chromatic healing and divided among the caster's current Temporal Beacon targets. So you can basically with your arcane damage you can heal people even more with such a thing, and yeah, that's definitely a very, very cool thing. Enlightenment again in chest, so they are all competing for one slot. You deal 10% more damage while you have more than 70% mana, while below 30% mana 10% of your mana regeneration continues while casting. This is a very, very similar to some talents that we do have on retail as well. But it's quite obvious how it should work when you have too much mana. You deal more damage. When you have low mana, then you are regenerating that. Then on legs with Mage, Icy Veins hastens your spellcasting, increasing spellcasting speed by 20% and reduces the pushback suffered from damaging attacks while casting by 100%. Lasts 20 seconds. Okay, it's quite interesting. So that's completely, yeah, again, as you can see here, probably it's all the things from either retail or Wrath of the Lich King and Icy Veins, the thing that Frost Mages are quite known for. It's their main cooldown. And it's on legs, so you can get both Fingers of Frost and Ice Veins. And you can see here there are definitely quite obvious templates that you can build towards if you're going into one specific thing. Yeah, and it hastens, so yeah, it's basically Icy Veins, nothing special. Arcane Surge. Legs again, unleash all of your remaining mana in a surge of energy focused at the target, dealing arcane damage increased by up to 300% based on your mana remaining. Afterward, your normal mana regeneration is activated and increased by 300% for 8 seconds. This thing, we do have this in retail as well on arcane mages. It's quite an interesting thing. So you're pumping all your current mana into damage, and then you're regenerating that mana quite fast in the next seconds. But I don't know if 300% mana regeneration on Classic will be equal to the regen that we have in retail, and if you like, that's the case here. If you want to use it, you'll probably wouldn't use it on full mana because you wouldn't recover all your mana even with 300% mana regen with 8 seconds. So it's most likely for you to deal some good damage and to cast maybe your last 10 to 20% of mana and then regen, so that this cast will give you more mana than it will take from you. Mass regeneration heals all target players, party members within 15 yards of target player for 260 health over 3 seconds and implies Temporal Beach to each target. So basically Mage is Discipline Priest, kinda, with how And it's gonna be on arcane damage instead of you dealing different types of damage with Discipline Priest in retail. But it feels very, very with Temporal Beacon, it feels very similar to how Discipline Priest works. Records the subject's space-time position. 100% of all arcane damage done by the caster will be converted to chronomantic healing and divided among the caster's current Temporal Beacon targets. Yeah, that's for sure. And it's interesting that it's on the other class where you can combine it with all the mage skills and stuff. Living Flame summons a spellfire flame that moves toward the target, leaving a trail of spellfire. This trail deals a spellfire damage every second to nearby enemies, lasts 20 seconds. That seems pretty cool. It's not something that I can resemble from the top of my head with retail things. Rewind time, new slot for gloves. Your current target with your Temporal Beacon instantly heals all damage taken over the last 5 seconds. Ineffective on targets that did not have a Temporal Beacon 5 seconds ago. Okay, our current target, yeah. Over the last 5. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure as well your other way to heal enemies, especially against burst. This is gonna be pretty powerful. It's interesting how they are gonna boost up all the content inside the game when you will be playing with characters with all these powers, because characters are gonna be way more powerful with all these, just like unimaginably more powerful. Living Bomb. The target becomes a living bomb, taking some fire damage, and after that, or if it's dispelled, the target explodes and deals damage to all enemies. This is standard fire stuff. Arcane Blast. Nice. Blast the target with enemy, dealing arcane damage. Each time you cast Arcane Blast, the damage and healing of all other arcane spells is increased, and mana cost of Arcane Blast is increased as well. Effect stacks up to 4 times and lasts 6 seconds or until any other arcane damage or healing spell is cast. Okay, yeah, that is definitely for you to complete. Arcane Mage is Discipline Priest plus Arcane Mage from retail, which is, again, retail in terms of philosophy. Yeah, it's a continuation, which is quite logical for them to put not new skills but just converted to classic version skills from retail, so I'm not against it at all. And Ice Lance on gloves, okay, of course, it's for frost mages. Deals frost damage to enemy target, causes triple damage against frozen targets. And yeah, as well, this is just how we are used to our Ice Lance, which is, yeah, it's definitely, it seems very cool, and I think it might be a very interesting experience playing Mage for sure, with you being able to heal as well, and you being able to be this handy sub-healer as well while just playing Arcane Mage is definitely a cool alternative. Thanks for watching the video, hope you're having a blast. I'm gonna do all the videos with all the runes for all other classes, and I'm just gonna cover all the classic stuff in my new videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, bye!